Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid, as always. Looks like it's Olga's birthday. She's generally fairly easy to run into, so we might pop over and say hi to her. I also think I would like to do our aquarium trip today. I think that's... oh, you know what? I forgot. We can't, because we have to go get 1,000 stone. Why did I sign us up for this? Well, whatever. I made that bed, and now we're gonna sleep in it. So, let's go! I also realized we have, kind of a lot of money. Relatively at least. And we should probably do something about that. What happened here? I must have forgot to water a spot before. I don't know. But yeah, I was wondering what we should do with all this money. An issue that I do not have in real life. Yes, let's shear the melon. But both of our main coops, well, our coop and our, what is that called? Our barn, those are both fully upgraded. Now, we do have our secondary coop that could be upgraded. We could spend some money there. But I guess we should have one more level up to our house, right? But I actually thought that it might be more beneficial for us to, hold on to that. It might be more beneficial for us to actually, spend it on iridium sprinklers. I don't know. That's where I'm leaning right now. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm sort of leaning iridium sprinklers, and further expand our operation here. Oh, we have honey in here already. Damn. Okay, that's okie dokie. But let's go ahead and read this mail, and then we'll head over to the livestock. Dear Sid, here's a recipe from my saloon. I only share this with my good friends. Thanks, Gus. Salmon dinner. Speaking of salmon dinner, well, I guess not salmon dinner specifically, but cooking and Stardew, more generally, I've still been sort of parsing out which recipe I wanted to do for the first video, the first cooking video, and I have a few things I'm going to be doing some preliminary recordings this weekend. Mostly just as a, for, lack of a better way of putting it, it's sort of like a screen test, I guess is what you'd call it. Right? I don't know. I'm not an actor. I don't know these things. But essentially, I'm going to be recording like a trial run. For something easy, like, cookies or, I don't know, maybe I'll do the fried egg repeatedly. But the idea is just going to be to get the logistics down, my lighting set, angles proper, microphone setups, just all the technical end. I'm going to try and get that handled this weekend. And then hopefully start moving forward on getting the cooking videos squared away, which I'm very excited about. And again, I know they're taking a long time, but I still don't have my theme music, but more importantly, I really want to make sure that I do these right. My cooking videos in the past, if you stick around to the end of the video, or if you just check out in the description, I always link another channel I had from when I lived in my van, and I would record cooking videos. Now, in doing so, I would just strap a GoPro to my head, and then, I would strap a GoPro to my head, record the footage of me cooking, and then essentially edit out all of the non-important parts, and slap some music on it maybe, and that was about it, because I was in the van. I didn't have a lot of, I was really working with very limited power, so, we sort of got what we got in that regard. But with this, I obviously, I live in a sticks and bricks house now, so I think I'm gonna, I am, trying to up the quality on those a little bit, not quite so, just, seat in my pants. So that's why those are taking so long, but they are still in the works. Let's see. We should have spots for this mushroom. Yes. There we go. We have a million eggs. but, I don't know. We'll get there eventually. We might just have to make multiple trips. No. I also remembered that yesterday I said I was going to go get grass starters. And then I went into town and completely forgot. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do that as well. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that now. While I'm thinking about it. Oh, we got a little worm spot. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go to Pierre's. We're gonna get our grass starters, and then I guess we'll go to the quarry now. Quarry / mine, really either or. We'll probably start at the quarry, but I imagine it has not respawned yet. So let's see here. Let's just get a bunch. Good enough. 103. Oh, hey, it's the aerobics class today. Should go hang out. Reminds me of, oh, what was that? What was that video? It was, I think it was Call on Me, but it was the remix by, I don't even remember who did it. Was it like Diplo or something? I don't remember. Anyway, that's whenever I see like, and that it didn't used to be that way, you know, but, ever since that song came out and that video came out, that is the only thing I think of when I see like you know the spandex like aerobics leotard. That's just immediately where my brain goes. And that is a ridiculous video. Okay, off to the mines. So, speaking of underground, and yes, let's use the elevator to go down one floor. Speaking of mines and creepy things, creepy crawlies. Oh, we got a secret note. Unrelated, but let's read it. Miner's Diary, Chapter 1. Summer the 4th, year 504. We set up a proper camp in this place a couple of weeks ago, and I've already seen something you just would not believe. The other night, a darn star fell right out of the sky and landed into that valley just a few kilometers down south. Now a group of people are thinking of going to scope it out, see if it's dangerous or not. Maybe it could be useful to us. Summer 17th. Scouts just came back the other night. Said the star was nowhere to be found but a hole in some rubble where it should be. Though they said that valley was something to behold even without the star. An abundant land with apparently more forage to be had and fish to catch than we'd know what to do with. Said it's even got a quarry filled with ore on the eastern side. Sounds like as perfect a place as any to set up a proper town. The rest of us are going to make our way on over after we pack up the rest of camp. Takes about 3 days' time on horseback. Damn, that's a bit of a hike. Fall 22nd. After about a month's time, we finally got something set up that we could call a town. There was a nice spot between the mountain and the ocean that we decided to settle down in. It's a good town for fishing and mining. We decided to call it Pelican Town. Once we get some boats up and running, this could have a real nice bustling port going on. It should bring in new people to the valley. The wildlife here is all friendly too, except for the monsters in the cave by the mountain. But there's this little turtle we found when we started settling. Been real fond of us. Seems like the little feller has been here for quite a while. But it's nice to have him around to keep us company. So there it is again! With this turtle. Okay, we need to figure this out. I need to know. We have to hunt down the origin of torts. So anyway, as I was saying, away from cute turtles and on to creepy crawlies. I had to kill a black widow at my house today. And I do not like spiders. And I know I shouldn't tell the internet that I don't like spiders. That's very dumb. But you know, hey, whatever. You guys are all nice, so don't use it against me. But I don't like spiders. I'm not like there's a spider in the room, I have to run from it kind of person, but they give me a pit in my stomach. I don't like being around them if I don't have to. And not all spiders bother me, you know what I mean? Like, I can be around certain spiders and I don't get all, noided out. But in general, not a fan of them. I do not make it a point to, and this goes into the story, I don't just kill spiders. I try not to kill anything if I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like killing bees or spiders or any insect. I'm not the type. I I don't really want to harm animals, even nasty ones, because I know spiders are useful, and you know, at the end of the day, if it leaves me alone and I don't have to see it, then fine. Like, I know there are big-ass wolf spiders in my basement. That's fine, because I really only go down to the basement to mess with the water pump. And if they leave me alone, I leave them alone, we're good to go. You know, I'm not going to call an exterminator, but in the case of a black widow, there is just too high of a cost to allowing something like that to live. That's not just, you know, like if I saw a black widow out in the wild, like I'm hiking and I saw one, I'm not going to do anything about it, obviously, like whatever. But in my home, yeah, it's got to die. So I didn't know what to do, because I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to be near the thing, even if it wasn't poisonous. They're nasty looking. I don't want to deal with it. So I was like, okay, what do I do? And I ended up just taking a box and like putting it on my fist, because the widow was in its web, a couple inches away from a wall, and I just put the box on my fist and punched it into the wall, and it left this massive, huge, just disgusting brown, like, goop stain on the wall, because there was apparently a lot of guts inside that thing. So that was gross, and I didn't like doing it, but it's over with. And such are the joys of living in Ohio, is we have at least 2 highly toxic spiders. That's just that I know of. And, you know, and I try not to look too far into it, because in general, you know, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so that was my lovely escapade today. You know, and it is funny though, not liking spiders. Whenever I play D&D, because if you're not familiar with D&D, there are certain enemies, and this goes for like most RPGs, like classic RPGs, not just TTRPGs, but like video game RPGs as well, where they have those, like, there's just a few enemies that are just common enemies in the beginning of games, right? You have spiders, giant rats, and in recent times, goblins. Goblins have been a really common one. Well, goblins and giant rats don't bother me. Maybe if goblins were real, but I still think they're kind of fun, and I'd want to be friends with one. But giant spiders are really, really common in RPGs, and all of my players know that we will not be fighting giant spiders ever, because even in a game of make-believe, I don't want to imagine spiders, you know, the size of a compact car trying to attack you, or like a dog-sized spider. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on all that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about spiders. There we go. There's our way down. What are we sitting at? Got another 200. You know what? We are not doing too bad. I forgot to check. Let's see. We're at 328. That's not bad. I think we can definitely do this in a 7-day period. It is going to mean that this is more or less... Whoops, I did that in incorrect order. It does mean more or less this is what we're going to be doing for the next few days, is sort of getting our things done. Oh, and forgetting to go give Olga a birthday present. Whoops. And we're just going to be doing some mining, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, I would like to try to get more of these quests done, because I feel like I never really do that. I never make it a point to actually follow through on those. Let's see, do we have anything we can get rid of? We can read the secret note. Dear Governor, I think your proposal to build a new town in the neighboring mountains is most likely our best course of action. With the new railway being built into our town, there has been a marked influx of travelers here. Also, with a possible war looming, I'm worried about what could happen to our town. It's over 2 centuries old and was built without defense in mind. That being said, some of the folks in town went with me to scope out an area to start construction. I think we found just the place. There's a nice flat spot with a river going through it, leading from a waterfall to the north. I saw something strange up there, though. A tortoise? Isn't that just peculiar? I've heard stories of a tortoise being around when Pelican Town was created. I guess he must be an ancestor of his. But I digress. I did want to mention that it would be difficult to haul all the needed construction materials up that mountain. If we have the funding, maybe it would be best to have one of those new, funiculars? One of those new funiculars. I do not know that word. I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, just let me know your thoughts on the matter, and if you agree, we can get started right away. Mayor Maynard. P.S. I'm thinking of naming it Ridgeside Village. Sounds quaint, don't you think? Ah, okay. So yes, this is about the founding of Ridgeside, and I'm wondering, I'm just gonna context clues here. Is a funicular the proper name for a cable car? Is that perhaps the spawning of that? I'm sure there's like a little ribbon appearing on screen right now telling you whether I'm correct or not, so go me, and or no, Sid. We'll continue. I'm going to keep going till midnight. Ah, nice. And I think that was a good plan because this is a solid level. Oh, speaking of solid levels, I saw a game. I actually went on a spree of wish listing a bunch of games that are not out yet, that are just super chill. They're like, they're not even as problem-solving as Terra Nil, which, by the way, I've still been playing that game, and I really enjoy it. But they're very, just sort of, calling it a game, I feel like, is kind of incorrect. They're just, I don't know, they're just a graphical interface that you do things in. So, when those come out, I will probably do like a little short thing on the channel about it. We'll see, but they seem pretty fun. But I did hear about this game that will not be ending up on the channel. It's called Pseudo Regalia, and it is, it looks like a PS1 era Metroidvania, where you're like a goat, rabbit woman, I don't know. But the reason I heard about it is it was, I saw just an article talking about how the person who made it, ended up, you know, it was just a single person that made it, and this game has done so well over the summer that they are actually able to pursue video game creation full time because of it. You know, and that's just at selling the game for $6 a pop. So I thought that was really cool. You know, it's cool to see people succeed at their you know, I would say, I mean, dreams, goals, I don't know. I don't know that this person, you know, if that was like a goal of theirs to be a game developer, but one would think that if you go through the process of creating an entire game from scratch and then, you know, posting it on Steam and all these things, that you probably would like to be a game dev, right? So anyway, it was very cool to see someone succeed in that manner, you know. It's always good to see. But I thought about picking up the game, was what I was sort of getting at here, is I was thinking of perhaps playing it. Again, it wouldn't end up on the channel because it's just not the type for the channel. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I have been also I've been reassessing. I've been trying to get streaming working again. I'm having a very difficult time. If any of you are familiar with like streaming to Twitch or YouTube or really anything, I'm not dead set on Twitch. If any of you know anything about it, let me know if you'd be willing to sort of answer some questions. Let me pick your brain, because one of the biggest things I'm having a difficult time with is I play on a laptop. So I essentially, I have no ability to see, I can't see comments. And that can be kind of annoying, because then I can't respond to anything. And if you can't respond, then you're not really streaming at that point. You're sort of just, you know, let's see if we can get all these in. There'd really be no different to just posting a long play on YouTube, you know what I mean? And that's just not what I am aiming to do. Oh, we're barely gonna make it. Move, cat. Okay. Whoo! So, anyway, yeah, if you know anything about streaming and, like, the technical end of it, and you wouldn't mind letting me pick your brain, I would love to hear from you. So, you can either comment or email me, or if you're on the Discord, just message me. But anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna go play a little Paleo with my brother, get a little more footage for these upcoming videos. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Today's a little more subdued than yesterday, but I had a lot of fun both of these days. I've been really enjoying playing Stardew and talking to you guys lately. I think it's because I've been working on so many other more involved things that it really highlights how much I love doing this, how simple this is. It's fun. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out. Be good to each other. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night.